Welcome to the driver's seat. The starting price of a 2017 Mustang is around $26,000, and it comes in three variants: 4-cylinder, a V6, and a 5-liter V8. All have over 300 horsepower. So it's got a starting price of $26,000. And let's say you're like most people and you have to convince someone in your life about a big purchase, like buying a new car. So when you say the word Mustang, they're probably thinking 30, 35 grand. Then you tell them, no, the one I want's about $60,000. This is the 2017 Mustang Shelby GT350, and it is no ordinary Mustang. Everything about this GT350 is unique and sets it apart from the upper end of the base Mustangs, which would be the GT with the 5-liter V8. In fact, even the engine is unique. It's a 5.2-liter V8. So let's examine the GT350 and see if it has all the elements of a great sports car, which for me means it has to look the part, it has to have a great engine, a great powertrain, great suspension, and great braking and steering, and the GT350 has all of that. So starting with its appearance, has a lot of unique Shelby design treatments. You have a unique grille, unique rear fascia, quad exhaust, unique wheels, and some unique color options. We have the red with the black stripes, which looks okay, but I think I'd go for more of a kind of a matte gray finish to really make this thing look a little more stealth. So clearly the GT350 looks the part, but the big question is, does it have the chops? Does it walk the walk? And the answer is absolutely. So we've spent a nice full week with this car, and I really hate to give it back because it's been a lot of fun. Everything about it is ideal and has exceeded my expectations. Never really been a big Mustang fan, but this vehicle has made a fan out of me. So the MagneRide suspension is world class. It's one of the best and is perfect for this vehicle. This is, like I said, a true track ready vehicle right out of the showroom. The steering has been very direct, exactly what you would expect from a vehicle of this caliber. The brakes, Brembo brakes, again, Ford didn't mess around. They went with all name brands. Now this car sounds loud. That's not even the sport exhaust. When I put the sport exhaust option, amazing grip on this car too. We took it on some pretty challenging roads, and it did not disappoint. One of the changes they made for the 2017 model year is that they've made a lot of the suspension and performance options standard. So the only options you really have are if you want leather seats and if you want some of the upgraded infotainment features. And I say, who cares about the infotainment? Who cares about fuel economy? The only thing you care about with this car is how it drives, and it is brilliant. Historically, Ford has been known for having very heavy clutches. You go back 10, 20 years, some of those clutches felt like you were driving an 18-wheeler. Well, this clutch, if anything, feels a little bit light. So I think they overcorrected a little bit, but I can live with it. You've got some fun little gadgets here, like launch control as well as shift lights, but I just turned all that off. I just want to get in this car and drive it, and that's what you should too. The car is wide, it's planted. It really is the perfect GT car, and even though it looks a little bulky, it isn't. It feels very light, very nimble. Really enjoy driving this car. So when you look at the price point, $60,000, you have a few other vehicles that are worth consideration. Most notably the Camaro 1LE, but what about something like a BMW M2, which we really liked? Well, that car is even smaller and more nimble, but it just doesn't have that pure V8 muscle car sound and feel to it. The other thing I like about this car is Yes, it has a lot of power, but you can use a lot of it. When you turn traction control off, you can get into just enough trouble, but not so much that you are going to lose control of it. I think Ford's done a really good job of dialing that part in. Ford's marketing people say this could be a classic one day, a collector's item. I don't know if I disagree with them. Rear-wheel drive, pure sports car, manual transmission. I don't know how much longer Ford's accountants are going to allow them to do that. Especially now when they're talking about making a hybrid Mustang. Can you believe that? God forbid.